Well, hi again, everyone. This is Tim from Cleveland Baseball Fan 879, and this is start number 30 in the 1972 Gaylord Perry Strat Super Advanced Starts Only replay. Today, the Indians are hosting Blue Moon Odom. Yes, this is not a repeat, and yes, it will happen again when the Indians face the A's. Perry on the season after 29 starts has a 17-9 record, and in 244 and a third innings pitched, has allowed 48 earned runs, has walked 49 and struck out 144, and has a 1.77 ERA. All right, so this is a night game on this August 18th, 1972. And in August, we will stick with the Cleveland Sharps. So we need a 1-7 for good weather, 8-17 is average, and 18-20 is bad. That's an 8, so just out of the good weather, so just average. Ballpark singles 1-11 for lefty, 1-5 for righty, and ballpark home runs are 1-19 for both lefties and righties. All right, quickly going over the lineups for both teams, starting with the visiting Oakland A's. Leading off and playing shortstop, Bert Campaneris. Batting second and playing center field is Angel Mangual. Batting third and playing left field is Joe Rudy. Cleaning up and playing first base is Mike Epstein. Mike Epstein, yes. Batting fifth and playing third base is Sal Bando. Batting sixth and playing right field is Mike Hegan. Batting seventh and catching is Dave Duncan. Batting eighth and playing second base is Dick Green. And batting ninth and pitching is Blue Moon Odom. For the Indians, leading off and playing center field, Buddy Bell. Batting second and playing right field, Del Unser. Batting third and playing first base is Chris Chambliss. Cleaning up and playing third base, Greg Nettles. Batting fifth and catching is Ray Fosse. Batting sixth and playing left field is John Lowenstein. Batting seventh and playing second base is Eddie Leone. Batting eighth and playing shortstop is Frank Duffy. And batting ninth and pitching is Bert Campaneris. All right, and here we go to start our game here. Here's Bert Campaneris. 3 and a 6. And that's a 1-3 home run chance, but that's a 10, so that's a fly ball to left field. Caught by Lowenstein, one away. And here is Angel Mangual. Oops. That's a 1-3. Grounder to right of first, gathered by Chambliss, throws to Perry covering, 2 away. And here is Joe Rudy. Two and a 5. 1-12 triple chance. That's a 2. And so Joe Rudy has a 2-out triple. And he brings up Mike Epstein. Chance for the A's to draw first here in this game. Nothing on the 10. And here's the pitch to Epstein. And now it's an official game. 3 and a 9. 1-6. Oh, that's 3-8. 3-9. Swung on and missed. Struck him out. So the triple does no damage. And we go to the bottom of the first. A's nothing and Indians coming to bat. Bell, Unser, and Chambliss do appear in the bottom of the first. And here's the pitch to Buddy Bell. Oops. 2 and an 11. grounder to first. Epstein will take it to the bag himself. 1 away. Here is Del Unser. There's something off the pitcher card. 4-5. And against the lefty, fly ball to left field. And going back on it is Rudy will make the catch. 2 down. There's Chris Chambliss. And another 4-column, this time 4-8. And Chambliss draws a 2-out walk. And they will not hold Chambliss on. Brings up Greg Nettles. Nothing on the Havoc roll. Three and an 8. And that's a tapper back to the mound. Odom throws out Nettles, and that will retire the side. So Indians leave a runner on a walk. After 1 complete, it's the A's nothing and the Indians nothing. Bando, Hegan, and Duncan do up here for the A's here in the top of the second. All right, here's the pitch to Bando. 4 and a 3. That's a ballpark single chance. And righties are 1-5. That's an 8. So let's see, 4 and a 3. So it's a fly ball to left field. And that retires Bando 1 away. Here's Mike Hegan. 2 and a 4. Tapper to second. And Leone throws out Hegan. 2 down. And here's Dave Duncan. There's something from the 5 column. 5-5. Swung on and missed. Struck him out. And 1, 2, 3 go the A's here in the second. To the bottom half of the second. Still scoreless. Fosse, Nettles, Fosse, Lowenstein, and Leone do up for the Indians here in the second. And here's the pitch to Fosse. And a 4-7 against a righty. That's a leadoff walk. They're not expecting anything from Lowenstein. They will not hold on Fosse. The quotient, just for anybody to know, Odom is a -2 hold. Fosse is a 0 arm, so it'd be -2 without holding them on, or -4 if they did. They will not hold on Fosse. Who try to get a jump. On a 3, he'd be just a 1-15 if they're not holding him on. Nope, that's an 8. And nothing on the D20 for Balker, a pickoff. All right, Havoc roll for Odom. 1-5, that's a wild pitch. That's a 1, so gets by. Duncan, and into second is Fosse on a wild pitch. We'll do it again. Nothing on the 5. And here's a pitch to Lowenstein. 5 and a 7 against the lefty. And that's ball 4. So back-to-back walks to start the bottom of the second. They will not hold on to either runner. They won't even try. Here's Eddie Leone. Infield playing at double play depth. Nothing on the 9, and here is Leone. Another 4 column, 4-5 against a righty. Fly ball to right field, and backing up is Hegan. He will make the catch. Fossey heads back to tag. Starts in 11, bumps up to a 13, bumps up to a 14 because Hegan's a +1 arm. 1 to 14, he makes third. Now, this isn't one where the cutoff rule comes into play. I don't believe it does. So, 1 to 14, he's safe. 15 to 19, he holds, and he's out on a 20. And a 5, and he makes it to third. So, runners on the corners with 1 down for Frank Duffy. Nothing on the havoc roll. Here's Duffy. Two and a 6. Struck him out. So 2 down here in the bottom of the second. And it's up to Gaylord Perry to... Nothing on the 4. And here's the pitch to Perry. 4 and a 6. Little tapper to short. And Campaneris throws out Perry. And the Indians strand 2 and do not score. We go to the top of the third. No score. And bottom of the order for the A's due up here in the third. Green, Odom, and Campaneris. Here is Dick Green. Three and a 10. That's into left field for a base hit. And the Indians are expecting a bunt from Odom. He is an A bunter, which means he will now be a B bunter. Havoc roll for Perry. Nothing on the 5. And here is the bunt from Odom. 6 should be a perfectly good sacrifice. No, it's actually a defensive check. Let's see. Hit to the first baseman. So Green with a 10. Reduce it by -4. So down to a 6. And then you add 3. Oh, boy. So it's a 50-50 chance. If this is a catcher, I'd think about it. But I think they'll just throw to first to get the sure out. Sacrifice goes 5 to 4. Going to second is Green. 1 away. This is a later inning. I definitely think about it. But on a scoreless game, we'll just let it be. All right, here's Campaneris. Nothing on the 17. And here's the pitch to Campaneris. 3 and a 7. Double to 8. That's a 5. And so Campaneris hits one in the gap. Rounding third and heading home is Green. RBI double for Campaneris. And the A's get out to a 1-0 lead. And they will definitely hold Campaneris on. You will not try to steal third. I usually don't steal third in Stratomatic. Here's Angel Mangual. Nothing on the 15. Here's Mangual. Two and an 8. Fly ball to center field. And Bell puts it away. 2 down. And it's up to Joe Rudy to try to extend the lead. Nothing on the 3. Rudy tripled his first time up. There's a 6 column. 6-4 to the center fielder. And Unser or Buddy Bell on a range of 3 will be easily able to put that, get under it. E4 and a 9. That should be just fine. There is no 9, so Bell races under it, puts it away, and that will retire the side. But the Angels get the lead first and lead 1-0 going to the bottom of the 3rd. And top of the order due up for the Indians here in the 3rd, Bell, Unser, and Chambliss. I believe the Indians lost this game in real life 6-0, so almost on that track. Here's Buddy Bell. Grounded out his first time up. 4 and an 8. Struck him out. Second strikeout for Odom. Here is Del Unser. Five and a 6. And there's the first hit for the Indians. 1-3 double. That's a 5. So 1 out single for Del Unser. And you kind of have to hold him on or else he gets the automatic jump, so they will hold him on. And he will not go anywhere. He's got all of his numbers on the D6s equate to either being picked off or steal, and he was only 5 out of 14 on the year. All right, 1 out. Here's Chris Chambliss. Havoc roll, nothing on the 6. Here's the pitch to Chambliss. 6 and a 10. Third base chance. That was a 4 for Bando. 2 and a 4. And third baseman is not responsible for holding anybody on, so this will be nothing. So this will be, he charges in. Oh boy, 20 and a 13. 11, 14, and 15, but there is no 13. So Bando charges, throws the first to retire Chambliss. Going to second is Unser. And there are 2 outs. I'm up to Greg Nettles. Nettles grounded out his first time up. Nothing on the 15. Here's the pitch to Nettles. 5 and a 3. Against the lefty ballpark single. 1-11. That is an 11. And so that'll drop in for a hit, but only going to third is Unser. And the Indians have runners on the corners with 2 outs. Here's Ray Fosse. Walked his first time up. 1 of 3 Odom walks so far. Nothing on the 16. And here's the pitch to Fosse. Oops, we will re-roll. Not all the dice went through the tray, the tower. 6 and an 8. Tapper to first. Epstein gets it, steps on the bag, and that will retire the side. The Indians strand 2 and do not score. After 3 complete, it's the A's 1 and the Indians nothing. Epstein, Bando, and Hegan due up for the A's here in the top of the 4th. There's the pitch to Epstein. 1 and a 2. Line smash the first, caught by Chambliss. 1 down. There's Sal Bando. One and a 7. And that's just a bit outside, ball 4. First walk by Perry. And brings up Mike Keegan. Grounded out his first time up. Havoc roll. Nothing on the 20. And here's Keegan. 4 and a 6. And that's trouble. 1 to 2 triple chance, but that's a 17. But that will get down. Going to third is Bando. And runners on the corners with 1 out. And the Indians are not expecting a bunt, and they will play back to try to get the double play. All right, Havoc roll. Nothing on the 13. And here's Duncan. Chance to add to the A's lead. 5 and an 11. And he will do just that. Fly ball to right field. Going back on it is Unser. Still going back. And a couple steps in front of the warning track. Makes the catch. Tagging, coming home from third is Bando. And the A's expand their lead to 2-0. Good piece of hitting there from Duncan. And here is Dick Green. Singled and scored his first time up. As Keegan will remain on first. I don't think he can get a jump. Yeah, he could on a 2, but... Well, if you steal Keegan, then you're going to put Green on to face Odom potentially. So they will not try for a jump. Nothing on the 20. And here's Dick Green. Struck him out, and that will retire the side on the 5-7. And that retires the side, but the A's add to their lead. And it is now 2-0 going to the bottom of the 4th. And do it for the Indians. Lowenstein, Leone, and Duffy here in the bottom of the 4th. And here's Lowenstein. Walked his first time up. 3 and an 8. 1 to 4 triple chance, but that's a 19. So that's a fly ball to left field. Cut by Joe Rudy, 1 away. Here is Eddie Leone. Oops. And that did not go through. 3 and an 11. Bouncer to third. And Bando throws out Leone, 2 down. Actually, 3-11 and 6-11 are the same. Here is Frank Duffy. 2 down, nobody on. A's lead 2-0 here in the bottom of the 4th. And 2 and a 3. Single to 7, and that is a 1, so that will get down for a hit. And they will not hold on Duffy. He will try to get a jump. Not holding him on, he's only a -2. So on a 5, he'd be a 1 to 13 to try to steal. So try to get a jump with Duffy. And that's an 11, no jump, and nothing on the 4 for a pickoff. So Duffy will not be able to get a jump. Here's Perry. Grounded out his first time up. 5 and an 8. And another ground ball to third. And Bando retires Perry, and that will retire the side. So the Indians strand 1 on a hit. And we go to the top of the 5th. A's lead 2-0. Odom, Campaneris, and Mangual do up for the A's here in the top of the 5th. And here is Blue Moon Odom. Sacrificed his first time up. 2 and a 6. Struck him out. And that is strikeout number 4 for Perry. Now, Bert Campaneris up for the 3rd time. Doubled and flown out in 2 appearances. And here's the pitch to Campaneris. 4 and a 7. Double on a 1. That's a 16. So Unser will track that down in center field. 2 up, 2 down. Here is Angel Mangual. Grounded out and flown out in 2 appearances. Two single to 15. That is a 15. So Mangual will reach on a 2-out single. He will not be held on. Here is Joe Rudy. Nothing on the 4. Oops. 2 and a 6. And that's fair ball down the third baseline. Maybe a dangerous thing. You did not hold Mangual on. He runs at a 15. 2 and a 6. Yeah. Runs at a 15. Not being held on makes him a 16. With 2 outs makes him an 18. That ball goes to left field. Lowenstein is a 0 arm. So a 1-2-18, and Mangual will score from first on the double. Here's the throw to the plate. And safe, just under the tag. Review, 15, not being held on makes him a 16. 2 outs makes him an 18, and Lowenstein's a 0. So Mangual slides in just under the tag. And Fosse arguing at the plate, but will fall on deaf ears. As he said, nope, he got the foot in just in time. And the A's have scored in the last 3 innings now and lead 3-0. Here's Mike Epstein, struck out and lined out in 2 appearances. Havoc roll. Nothing on the 8. Three and a 4, and all those hits in column 3. Well, actually, the first half of the column. And he gets the pop up behind home plate. And in foul territory, Fosse will make the catch and retire the side. But once again, the A's extend their lead. It is now 3-0 going to the bottom of the 5th. And top of the order due up again for the Indians, Bell, Unser, and Chambliss. All right, here is Buddy Bell. One and a 6, popped him up left side of the infield, and Campaneris calls for it, makes the catch, 1 down. Here's Del Unser. 6 and a 4. Tapper to short. Campaneris, a 2 and a 4 with nobody on. We'll get to it. The throw to first on the 12. He is a 19. There is no 12, so Campaneris makes the nice play, ranging towards second. Throws to first to get unserved, and that's 2 down. There's Chris Chambliss. Five and a 5 against the lefty. 1-2 home run chance, but that ball is hit deep to right field, and just in front of the wall is Hegan to make the catch. That's a 3. Evil D20. That will retire the side. Through 5, A's 3, Indians nothing. And Bando, Hegan, and Duncan do up here in the top of the 6th. Now, the bottom of the 6th will represent Odom's point of weakness, so they will keep an eye on him. But the A's have a really good bullpen. All right, here's Bando. Walked and scored his last time up. 1 and a 5, and that's ripped into left center field for a base hit. Holding it first is Bando. Here's Mike Hegan. Singled his last time up. Nothing on the 15. And here's a pitch to Hegan. 1 and an 8. And once again, he singles, and scampering to third is Bando. Runners on the corners, and now the Indians will play the infield in. They cannot give up any more runs here. And here's Dave Duncan. Sack fly his last time up. You would like to do that again, or even better. Havoc roll. Nothing on the 14. Here's Duncan. He'll do a little better than that. 4 and a 6. And that ball is hit deep to left center field over the head of everybody. And that's going to roll for a while. In to score from third is Bando. He can hit second. Now going to third, he's not stopping there. He will score. 2-run triple for Dave Duncan. 4 and a 6, 1-6 triple chance. That's a 4. And now the A's have really broken this wide open. It is now 5-0. And they will keep the infield in for Dick Green. The Indians may get some bullpen action coming here. Havoc roll for Perry. Nothing on the 3. Five and an 11 against a righty. Fly ball to right field. Back goes Unser. Makes the catch, but scoring from third is Duncan. And it is now 6-0. Perry likely will just get through this inning, and he will be replaced after the 6th. So 1 out. Base is empty for Blue Moon Odom. Five and a 5. That's a swing and a miss. Struck him out. He is not tired. 2 away. Here's Campaneris. Six and a 9. Shortstop chance for Duffy, 17. He will be able to get to it. And on a 10, Duffy 18. There is no 10, so he will make the play to retire Campaneris, and that will retire the side. But the A's double their lead and now lead 6-0 going to the bottom of the sixth, and that will likely be it for Perry. He's faced 28 batters, given up 6 runs. And we will most likely do a double switch here in the 6th inning. All right. Nettles, Fosse, and Lowenstein here due up here in the bottom of the 6th. This is Odom's point of weakness. Five and a 3. And ballpark single, 1-11. That's an 11. So Nettles is 2 for 3 today. And we will get bullpen action. Daryl Knowles and Bob Locker are loosening in the bullpen. And they will not hold Fosse on. Havoc roll for Odom. Nothing on the 4. And here is Fosse. 6-6. 1-13. That is a 13. And the Indians have runners on first and second with nobody out. And they will not hold anybody on. And here's John Lowenstein. Nothing on the 6. That's a 5 and a 6. 1-3. Double chance, but that's a 15, but that will still get down. Scoring from third is Nettles. Going to third is Fosse. And that will be the end of the day for Blue Moon Odom, as he is now tired. And they have righty, so they will go with the lefty Knowles. To face Leone. Leone 0 for 2 on the day. They will play back with a 6-1 lead. But 3 straight hits to start the inning for the Indians as they get on the scoreboard. Here's the Havoc roll for Knowles. Nothing on the 16. And here's the pitch to Leone. Oops, and we'll get that in there. 4 and a 4. Catcher chance. A 4 for Duncan. Okay. 4 for Duncan. This will be a WG. And that ball gets past Duncan. Scoring from third on the wild pitch is Fosse. Going to second is Lowenstein. And we will re-roll. I will not do another Havoc roll. All right. Yeah. Resumes the same batter at the plate. Okay. 1 and a 9 against the lefty. Fly ball to left field. And going back on that is Rudy. Makes the catch for the first out. As the Indians now trail 6-2. And there's Frank Duffy. We'll get a pinch hitter on deck. We'll go with Luke Camilli. No, he's not Luke Camilli, not against a lefty. Maybe save him for later. Go with Roy Foster, will come on deck to pinch hit. Havoc roll for Duffy. Nothing on the 15. And here's Duffy, righty-lefty matchup. Or lefty-righty, I should say. 4-11. And against a righty, that's just a bit outside ball 4. And here comes Foster, the hit for Perry. With 2 on and 1 swing of the bat, makes this a very interesting game. Havoc roll for Knowles. Nothing on the 10. One and a 6, but not that roll. Tapper back to the mound. Knowles to second to get Duffy. So we'll say the second baseman. On to first, inning-ending double play. So Knowles gets out of it here in the bottom of the 6th. The Indians get 2 back, but still trail 6-2 going to the top of the 7th. And the Indians have to get a reliever here. Let's see who we have up. We have Mangual, Rudy, and Epstein. So righty, lefty. Bring in Ed Farmer to come in. The rarely seen Indians bullpen during this replay. So Farmer will replace Perry, gave up 6 runs in 6 innings, all of them earned. He only walked 1 batter? Yep, and I think struck out 5. So he is on the hook for the loss right now, unless the Indians make a comeback. Here's Angel Mangual. 1 and a 6. Struck him out. Here's Joe Rudy, doubled and tripled in 2 appearances. 6 and a 7. 1-19 single chance. That 10 will do. And Rudy is 3/4 of the way to the cycle. And they will not hold. Well, they don't hold him on. He's 1-13. They will not hold him on. And Rudy will not try to get a jump up by 4 runs. So they will not hold him on. Here's Epstein. Nothing on the 8. And here's Epstein, 0 for 3 with a strikeout. 6 and a 6 against the lefty. Bouncer to first. Chambliss throws to second to get Rudy, and that's all they will get. Epstein reaches on the fielder's choice. And here's Sal Bando. 2 down here, excuse me, in the Top of the 7th. Nothing on the 10. Walked and singled for Bando in 3 attempts. And there goes my die. Alright, here's Bando. 4 and a 7. Fly ball to center field, and Bell camps under it. That retires the side. The A's go scoreless here in the 7th. Stretch time at Municipal Stadium. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back for its root for the Indians or your home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes here at the old ball game. And Knowles will stay on for his 2nd inning of work. He will face Bell, Unser, and Chambliss. And of course, now we will get Bob Walker due up, or throwing in the A's bullpen. I'd like to be able to get Knowles through this inning and then have Walker pitch the 8th and maybe Fingers pitch the 9th. All right, but here's Buddy Bell. 0 for 3 today. 1 and an 11 against the lefty. Ground ball to first, and Epstein throws to Knowles covering. 1 down. And here is Del Unser. Unser is 1 for 3 with a single. One and a 6 against the lefty. Fly ball to center field. And Mengual makes the catch. 2 down. And here is Chris Chambliss. Nothing on the 6. I know you didn't even have it roll. 5 and a 5. Or, sorry, 4 and a 5. Single to an 11, that's a 7, so that's a 2-out hit for Chambliss. Not holding him on. There's Greg Nettles. Nothing on the 4. Five and a 3. Pitcher chance. He's a 1, but he's an E22. This could be trouble. On an 8, we'll see. E22. There is an 8 on an E22. So Knowles bobbles and just decides to put it in his pocket. And once again, the Indians have 2 on with 2 outs. This time for Ray Fosse, singled and walked in 3 appearances. Nothing on the 3. One and a 6. That's a ground ball to short, and Campaneris just goes the short way to get Nettles. And that will retire the side. We go to the 8th. Farmer will stay out. And Walker will be summoned to come in. He will continue throwing. So Farmer will face Hegan, Duncan, and Green. Maybe we'll get a pinch hitter for Green. I don't know. Here's the pitch to Hegan. 3 and a 7. Draws a walk. So Hegan's been on base 3 times today. so that brings up Dave Duncan. Sacrifice fly and a 2-run triple, so 3 runs batted in for Duncan today. Havoc roll for Farmer. Nothing on the 9. Here's Duncan. One and an 11 against the righty. Ground ball right to Nettles. The second for 1 on the first, and that's an around the horn double play. And now Dick Green will be called back. Tim Cullen will pinch hit for Green. And Cullen will stay in the game and play second base. It's a little bit better range, but a little bit worse error rating. But that's okay. All right, here is Tim Cullen. One and a 12. That's a ground ball to short, and that will retire the side. And we will have Bob Walker come in to pitch this inning, although he would be due up first in the Indians will get a pinch hitter for... Actually, will they get a pinch hitter for Lowenstein? Not yet. And Bob Walker come in. All right, so Lowenstein is 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. Let him stay in the game here. Oops. Bottom of the 8th for the Indians. And here's Lowenstein. 6 and an 8. And against the lefty, we will re-roll this because I moved it. 1 to 3, double chance. That's a 7, so that will fall in for a single for Lowenstein. Here is Eddie Leone. Nothing on the Havoc roll. Four and a 9. 1 to 4 single chance. That's a 10. So Bando throws to second to get Lowenstein, but Leone will reach on a fielder's choice. 1 away. And Frank Duffy. And sorry about that. Must have pulled up Duffy's card instead of somebody else's. All right, here's Frank Duffy. Singled and walked in 3 appearances. And Havoc roll. Nothing on the 18. Five and a 6 against a righty. Fly ball to center field. And making the catch is Duffy, 2 away. And against a righty, now we will have Lou Camilli pitch hit for Farmer. And we will have Phil Hennigan loosening in the bullpen. All right, so there is Lou Camilli. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Indians trail 6-2. Nothing on the 4. And here's the pitch to Camilli. Not the right column there. 211. Popped him up. Second baseman Cullen makes the catch. And that will retire the side. We go to the top of the ninth. And here comes Hennigan to come in to try to keep this a 4-run game. And the A's will get a pinch hitter as Walker's only job was to get the 1 inning. We'll have Bill Voss come in and pinch hit. Bill was one of our 1972 Stratomatic players who sadly passed away in 2024. So may his, as Beatles eternally once says, may his memory be eternal. And Raleigh Fingers is loosening in the bullpen. So Hennigan finishes his warm-up tosses. And he will face Bill Voss to lead off the top of the ninth. Four and a 4, that's a catcher chance. That was a 9. And that's a 10. So Fossey, a 2 and a 9. That will be a pop out. Fossey is an E6. There is no 10. That's caught in foul territory for Fossey. And that retires Voss. Here's Bert Campaneris. Bert is 1 for 4 with a double. 5 and a 2. Ground ball to third. Nettles throws to first to get Campaneris. 2 down. Here's Mangual. 6 and a 5. Shortstop chance for Duffy on the 3. That will be okay with no runners on. And that's a 10. Should not be a 10 for a shortstop. Duffy, 18. There is no 10. So he will retire Mangual, and that will retire the side. But the A's will make some defensive switches going to the bottom of the ninth. Mike Hegan will stay in the game and move to first base. Actually, or will they get somebody else to just move to first base? No. Yep. And so Hegan will move to first base. He's a lot better there. So he becomes a 2E7. Actually, I'll finish everything first, and I'll tell you the recap for the changes right after this. All right, so changes are complete. First off, taking the mound will be Raleigh Fingers. Decided he hasn't gotten any, and it hasn't pitched much lately, so they'll get him some work. Up 6-2 in a non-save situation. Hegan will move from right field to first base, and George Hendrick will take over in right field for Hegan. All right, Buddy Bell leading off. He is 0 for 4. Oops, and we'll just dump these 2 in. 5 and a 4 catcher chance. It's a 3, which will be a lot better for Duncan if this doesn't turn out. And that's a 10. So Duncan. 2 and a 3. Once again, that's the WG, but with no runners on. long as he doesn't make an error. No, not a 3. Little squibber out in front of the plate. And Duncan throws out Bell, 1 away. And they're going to get a pinch hitter for Del Unser. Tommy McCraw will pinch hit for Unser. All right, here's the pitch from Fingers to McCraw. 3 and a 4. Ground ball right to Hegan. He will step on the bag. 2 down. And last chance for the Indians is Chris Chambliss. Nothing on the 15. So I didn't even need a havoc roll. 5 and a 6. And against the lefty, that's a ground ball to second. Cullen throws out Chambliss, and that's your ball game. Final score from Municipal Stadium, 6-2. The A's win it. Be right back with the final line score. Okay, final line score. Oakland, 6 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. The Indians, 2 runs, 8 hits, no errors. Your winning pitcher will be Blue Moon Odom. He went 5 innings. He gets the win. Nobody holds for Knowles, Locker, and Fingers. Perry will get the loss. He falls to 17 and 10 on the season. He went 6 innings, gave up 6 runs, all of them earned. Walked 1 and struck out 5. All right, so the next start for the Perry replay will be once again at Municipal Stadium against Dave Goltz and the Minnesota Twins. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. Please leave a like on the video if you like what you saw. It helps the video to be seen. Please leave a comment if you'd like. Just if you want to ask questions or just leave a comment about the game, that's fine. And if you have not already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon. You'll be notified of any new videos. And whatever games you are playing, please enjoy them to your fullest and have a good day, everybody.